See here, obviously, this is a topic about work, since you are also a full-time employee. Okay. So the first question is this: do you think job satisfaction is more important than salary when choosing a job?
I can't hear properly from you.
Uh, the question is: do you think job satisfaction is more important than salary when choosing a job?
So it's my uh, it's my first question, and I am answering these particular questions, or I am answering all our
No, no, no. So
questions.
the answer has to be general, but the answer should be based around this question. So the question is, do you
But I
think?
can see that.
Can you see the
Okay,
screen?
now I am see the questions
Okay.
on the phone
Like on the
because
like, can you see on the
a few
screen right
minutes I,
now?
I didn't see anything.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Right now I can see.
yep. So this is the questions on the screen. Like
So
these are the questions.
so
So the
yeah,
first question is that: do you think job satisfaction is more important than salary when choosing a job? And make sure that your answers are a bit general.
okay. So can I start or
Yes, yes. It's discussion. So
do you think participation is more important? Yeah, it's true, but everybody needs a more, and they they need handsome salary from office, and some of some of time uh, they don't get when he paid a handsome salary, so he just he just working, but most of the time he don't interest on his work, and it's my practical life. I have seen my office.
the office. Uh, you have to
He's just doing
understand
for salary.
salary. Yep. So you have to understand the question is not about the salary. It's about whether or not job satisfaction, takes precedence or priority over the salary. So it's not about how much salary you make. It's whether or not is job satisfaction more important than salary. That's the question when choosing a job.
Yeah, I think I need both side of benefit. I need good uh, good amount of salary, uh, and my job is my job is uh, uh, my job. I will I I have uh, so what I can make a proper answer in this
So
answer.
if you want my answer, I say that yes, job satisfaction is more important than salary when choosing a job, because no matter how much money you earn, if at the end of the day you are frustrated and unhappy, all the salary, it doesn't amount to much. Uh, I believe that personal well-being should take precedence over, you could say, uh, monetary benefits. Okay, personal well-being should take precedence over monetary benefits. So that would be my
Yeah.
answer. All right. So it's not about how much salary you make. The question is this: whether the job satisfaction should be prioritized more than the salary. That's the question.
Okay, okay, okay. Do you think job satisfaction is more important than
Important than
salary
salary.
when
So
choosing
the
it?
yep,
আচ্ছা, আমি যখন হচ্ছে জবটা খুঁজবো তখন আমি কি দেখ মানে কি
yep.
দেখবো
So
যে আমার
yep. Job
মানে
satisfaction or
আমার
salary.
হচ্ছে ভালো লাগার
So
জায়গা না হচ্ছে বেতন?
yep,
Yeah.
salary. So the point is that it's not a salary is not important. Yes, salary is important, right? But the question is this: do you think job satisfaction is more important than salary? They
Okay.
are not saying that the salary is not important. It is important, but the question is that is job satisfaction more important than salary? That's the question.
Yeah, yeah.
So you must understand the question. Okay, it's not that. So they didn't ask you whether or not job satisfaction, is, let's say, how would I put it? Whether or not job satisfaction, whether or not you choose job satisfaction or salary. That's not the question. The question is that which is more important. They're both important, but which is more important? If they ask you to choose between job satisfaction and salary, then that's a different question. Here, you can answer for both. You can say that yes, salary is important, but uh, I believe that job satisfaction should take precedence or should be prioritized, because personal well-being should always be, you could say, given priority over monetary benefits. Because at the end of the day, when you come home, if you're unhappy, frustrated, it kind of puts a toll on the body, or it kind of puts a strain on your physical and mental well-being. Let's say that.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this is the thing. So understanding the question is very important. Understanding the question is very, very crucial. You have to understand the question, the meaning behind it. All right. Now the next question is this: what skills do you think are needed to get a good job these days?
Dada, maybe internet connection is
Yeah, looks like it from your end. So okay, I'll repeat the question. What skills do you think are needed to get a good job these days?
from my perspective. Uh, well,
Yeah,
the
continue.
skill is more important to search to get the job. When you have enough skill on the modern apps, and do you know the uh, do you know do you know on your sector which particular apps do you need in your career? So when you learn it, and you when you when you pro on this on this app or software, so you have easily get a job from the renowned company. And as a as I am a graphic designer, I learned Adobe Photoshop, uh, Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Lightroom. But in those days, we need we need more learn advanced software. This software name is UI UX design. So most of the companies hire a UI UX designers and they paid a handsome salary. So when I I have get this job so much easy.
Um, the question is actually more on general answer. So it's asking about general skills that you would need to get a good job these days, not just your sector or your industry. It's a general answer. So skills such as leadership, communication, organization, and this sorts, teamwork. So skills like that. The
Hello,
question
brother.
is, what skills do you think are needed to get a good job these days? So it is not about your industry. It's about the general skills required to get a good job.
Generic word.
Uh,
So first of
when
all, we need to uh, make
your an-
sure.
your answers has to have to be quite general because it's about the world. It's not about yourself.
Okay, it's general.
So, like in the
So
workspace,
first of
right?
all, we need
Uh,
to we
yes, when you give the answers, make sure that it's got the a general, you could
so
say,
first of all,
feel towards it.
okay. So from my perspective, when uh, we have enough quality, how to manage the tight schedule, how to uh, make bonding uh, with our colleague, and how to execute our planning. And most of the cases, people uh, do not do not have this type of skill. That's why he do, uh, that's why he don't succeed in workplace. But most importantly, uh, when you uh, when you make sure of yourself, you have capable and you have ability to uh, to lead
To lead.
uh,
Okay.
lead and you uh,
All right. So just let me
you
interrupt. Let me interrupt here. All right. So I'll share this screen with you, like this tab. Okay. So can you see this tab that I've shared just now?
teamwork, communication, leadership, project management,
Customer service.
research,
Yeah. So these are what we call
customer
general
service.
skills. Okay. So
Okay.
this in the discussion part, they're asking you about general skills which would make you an attractive candidate or an applicant. It's not just about your specific industry. This is a much more broader kind of you could say market. All right. So the
Okay.
skills that you would need to actually be like to shine in whatever industry you may end up working. So example, the when it comes to communication and leadership, that's very very important. Same for teamwork or problem solving. So whenever if somebody asks me, like what skills would you need, like to be like let's say to get a good job, I say that first things first, communication. That is very very important. All right. Then you also need to have like a teamwork ethic, or teamwork you can say mentality, and you should also like have problem solving skills along with leadership. These are required, and there are also others, but for me these are like I would say my top 4 or 5 skills that somebody should have. Is that clear?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when the question is asked, so this question, right? That they asked, um, what skills do you think are needed to get a good job these days? It's not the question is not about you. It's about like the market or the industry, like this present day. So your answer has to be quite broad and general, not necessarily just your industry. So it's about the skills that are required like in today's world. That's the question. I hope that makes sense.
Baba?
Yep. Like, so did you hear what I said just now?
Uh, I see the third questions. Uh,
This one, right? So it's back to this. Like, can you see this tab that I'm sharing right now?
Hello?
Hello. Yep. I can hear you, but your screen is frozen. So I can hear the audio, but not the video. In any case, can you see the presentation that I've shared?
Yeah, yeah, I can
Okay.
see.
Yeah. So your answer to be a bit more broad. Okay, broader and more generalized answers. Um, if they ask you, what skills do you think are needed to get a good job these days for you, then the answer would be about you. But this is about a question that is, for the market. All right. So
Okay.
your answer should have a much more generalized tone to it in the way you said answers. Okay. So yeah, and also the skills. We're talking about what skills. So just mention the skills which are kind of you could say important nowadays or in the present day. Example, like when you apply for jobs, right? You have to kind of give some skills. You have to add some skills to your CV, your curriculum vitae, and
Hmm.
so in a curriculum vitae, you have to add some skills on your CV, and therefore out there you have to kind of add like the skills that you have. So nowadays people kind of add some general skills which are kind of important when you're applying for jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Do you think women should be able to do all the same jobs that men do?
Uh, yes, I think so. The women are able to do all kind of work that men do, but some of cases and some of work, the women do not same work uh, do not same uh, work that the men do. Like the men doing heavily work on the um, iron industry or ship industry. So it's not a uh, it's not a it's not a mental work, it's a physical work. So uh, they uh, they they bring a they are bring they are be, bringing a lot of uh, they are bringing a lot of heavy heavy product on her shoulder, on her shoulder, and he working to to one side to other side. But on the other hand, the woman didn't do this, didn't properly do this. So I think some cases women's are not same uh, same on the workplace, but most of the uh, work the women are doing well than men.
Sure. Okay. So I'll give you like a simpler answer for this question. All right. So I will say that I'm all for women empowerment. Therefore, women should be able to do all the jobs that men can do. However, not at the cost of productivity. All right. So yes, I I believe in equity, but not necessarily equality, because there are some jobs that men do better than women, and at the same time, there are some jobs that women do better than men. So
Okay.
we should promote, or we should actually encourage equity rather than equality. For example, uh, women are better at nurturing, so jobs like nursing or where it's take care, they're much better in that regard. Whereas for a much more physically demanding jobs such as engineering, or other like manual or physical labor, men do a better job. Understood?
Yeah.
So yes, women should be allowed to do all the same jobs that men do. However, it should not be at the cost of productivity. Okay. So yes, I don't mind if women work, in jobs that men do. However, if they're, if it kind of puts, or if it kind of sacrifices productivity, then I wouldn't promote that, or I wouldn't encourage that. All right.
Okay.
say,
Yes.
say,
All right.
okay, say for example, I don't mind women doing.
I think then it is phasing when
Yep,
we conversation is to each other.
exactly. So like, it's like I don't mind women working in certain sectors. I have no issues with that. However, they should be able to deal with
Some
the.
point I am missing when you talking.
You mean the audio?
Yeah, but sometimes I can't hear.
Probably because of your, I think, interconnection. Maybe that's why.
Yes.
Yeah, like
I can't.
your,
I can't see.
yeah,
I can't
like
see.
your video is frozen actually. Like the video feedback is frozen. I can hear only the audio.
Okay. 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 Wait. I just
Like, see if it helps, like, with the reconnection.
data.
It's been a few minutes now.
Data
Your
now.
Yes. Your video is still frozen actually. Like the video feed is frozen. So I can hear your
Okay.
voice, the audio, but I can't see your face. Like it's just frozen.
But I can't. Or yeah. Yeah. Now. Yes. You can see.
So it's been quite some time. Like,
So
okay, like as long as you can see the screen, that's all that matters. So let me repeat again. Um, I'm also woman for for women empowerment, and therefore, yeah, women should be allowed to do all the same jobs that men can do. However, it should not come at the cost of productivity. All right. So just because women can do some jobs does not mean that we should allow, like, doesn't mean that, or just because that we live in a free society does not mean that we should just kind of allow for equality in everything. Equity is, like, you could say, equity should be allowed but not necessarily equality, because equality does not necessarily equate to better productivity. Let me give an example. Let's say you play a football, like, a match between a women's team and a men's team. Like, let's say you're promoting equality, right? Equality. However, if you put them on the same pitch, obviously the men's team will perform better than the women's team. It boils down to biology. So, yep. uh, Take for example mechanical engineering. It requires a lot of, you could say, physical labor, or manual labor, right? Or physical work, and a lot of women would not prefer that. Did you hear
mm,
that?
yeah,
Okay. So,
yeah.
yes. So the question of, do you think women should be allowed to should be able to do all the same things that men do? Yes, I mean, if they want to do, for sure. However, not at the cost of productivity. Okay. So I don't mind them doing the jobs that men can do. However, if it sacrifices the output and productivity, then they should not do it. Clear? So, like, there's this kind of an image that I can share with you right now. So this is the image. Can you see
Equality,
equity and
equality.
empowerment? So the point is that if you kind of, if you go for equality, right? What will happen is that
Okay.
everybody will kind of, be allowed to do something. However, it does not mean that everybody gets the same kind of, you could say, treatment. All right. So, yes, I
Yes.
could. Okay, for example, I could allow the woman to play in a men's team. However, if they play in the men's team, they will actually kind of degrade, or the quality will go down, right? And especially in sports, it's quite apparent. In sports, you have, you could say, two kind of, like, separations, or two categories. There's one for men and one for women. Why is that done? Because of biology, and you could say the biological factors. For example, in a sprint, in a 100-meter race, if you put a man and a woman, obviously the male will be more dominant than the female, right? And so that it's not necessarily fair. So equal does not mean fair always. Okay. So this image is that kind of, it kind of, like, gives that, or it kind of paints a picture of the reality. Example here, if you promote equality, what will happen is that, yes, everybody will kind of benefit something, but, like, it doesn't, like, benefit everybody in the same level. All right. However, if you promote equity, then see, like, everybody, like, is on the same length, and empowerment, then, yep, everybody wins. So I'd say,
Mm.
when it comes to empowerment and equity, that's fine, but this one, right? So equality does not always, equal does not always equal to fairness. All right. So that's the thing. Um, Can't hear your audio.
Hello,
Yep.
Dada.
Yep. Now I can see your video feed properly. এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে like I can see the video.
But still now your face is freezing.
Uh, like right now on your end, like I can see the your face much clearer now. So, uh, are you using the Wi-Fi or the data pack?
Data.
I don't know. For some reason today, like the internet from your end, I think it looks pretty this one. Like, I mean, there's just a problem with the connection. Let me check my net speed. I've got like
But when I started with my started with these conversations, I used
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, but
Uh, Later on.
yeah,
Or like my connection is around 12 Mbps uh, presently, so I think that's more than enough. Um, from here, I don't know what's the speed from your end. I'm not sure.
mine is
Yep. Again, the video has frozen. So
right now 13 Mbps.
yes, I don't know. Okay, and which SIM are you using? Is it Teletalk, Garmin phone,
My
Bangladesh?
internet speed has up down.
Okay, it goes up and down. Like which SIM do you normally use for your like connection, like data pack?
Yeah, I use teletoxin.
That's why in Dhaka, I prefer either a GP or Banglalink. Like if you want to use the data pack,
Dada.
so in Dhaka, if you wish to use the data pack, I would recommend using Grameenphone or Banglalink.
Okay, okay.
That's why like this Teletalk, it's pretty bad actually, the internet service. So yeah, if you have like either maybe like get a GP SIM, Grameenphone or Banglalink, they have like really good speed, especially in Dhaka.
Okay,
Personally, I prefer Grameenphone. It's costly, but the internet speed is quite good. It's very stable in Dhaka, so
okay.
I use that. Yep. Like so, the answers when you kind of like form them in your head, you have to keep in mind that we're speaking about a broader audience. Okay, it's about like the world perspective, so you have to kind of keep that in mind. when talking about the discussion. Let's see. Let me ask you uh, this question. Like, let's say, let's go down between. This is you can say much more about general knowledge. What is the difference between white collar and blue collar jobs?
দাদা,
What is the difference between white collar and blue collar jobs? This is a bit of, you can say, general knowledge. All right. So white collar is actually we're talking about office workers. All right. And blue collar is actually about the you can say manual labor. That's this was kind of during the time of the industrial revolution, and that's where this this terms came from, because the blue collar is much more durable and strong, and so those physical or demanding manual labor job workers used to wear the blue collar, and the white collar is about those people with the suit and tie, the office workers. So this is so it's a bit of, you can say, general knowledge for you, just to kind of you can check it on Google about the blue collar and the white collar, and you'll know about the information. Okay. Now, let me kind of quickly ask you this question. Just keep it uh, concise and to the point. All right. How has technology changed the way we work?
yes, technology has changed a uh, lot on the work. So uh, first of all, our life is so easy due to uh, due to inventions, technology, technology inventions, and it's more easier to connect connect each others, and uh, and and most crucial on the corporate sector, uh, like banking sector, automobile sector, and technology sectors and communication sectors is must is uh, must help uh, must is ample improve by technology, like 20 years ago 20
Can we,
uh, 20 20 years ago we didn't get connect to each others in individually, no, virtually, but right now we can do this, and we can benefit on our online banking sectors, and most of the online portal and um, social media we can use on our phone. So makes us uh, makes us so advanced, and our life is much better than before.
oh, okay. What jobs do you think are most valuable to society?
What job do you think most valuable to society? Well, I think The health sector is most important job in our society because most of the cases uh, when we are sick and we are suffer from any disease, so we need to উম, চিকিৎসার দাদা কি যেন বলে এটাকে
What?
চিকিৎসা
Okay, okay. You meant this one. Treatment. Treatment.
ট্রিটমেন্ট ট্রিটমেন্ট so treatment and and the doctor profession is more great the doctor profession is much সম্মানজনক দাদা এটাকে কি বলবো
Respect.
respected
Like you could say,
respected job
or honorable jobs. Honorable.
yeah honorable job on our society every uh, every parents has kept kept push I can't make proper I can't make this sentence properly because the doctor the doctor the doctor professional is
Okay. You can say in Bangla what you want to say. I can kind of.
can you help me
Yes. I'll
give some
translate that.
point
Yes. So, like say in Bangla, I will try to talk. I will, kind of help you to translate that into English. Like, so what do you have on your mind? Like like doctors, right? They're and like this
okay
profession, okay, like
well
being.
well Dada, I can change my answer right now BCS career is so renowned job on our society because it's a respectable and it's a honorable honorable job on our country and they are serve of our populations and they are serve government scheme. That's why they kept much respect from our citizen and everybody everybody like when somebody graduate so they want to be um, BCS cadre because of their um, সম্মান এবং থাকার জন্য তাহলে কি বলবো রেসপেক্ট উইথ
uh
মানি
for
এভাবে বলবো
for for respect and money.
so for respect for money
And money, respect and money.
and respect, and money. That's why I think business career uh, is 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 must higher job on our society. Can
Okay.
I relate with
Yeah, like
this question?
yeah, it's a bit you could say same, but the answers are a bit you could say all over the place. It's not properly constructed. So, for example, you could have said,
Constructed and
yeah. So you're talking about the doctors, okay? So let me help you out in this answer, okay? With these answers, um, in my opinion, teachers and doctors are the teacher and doctor jobs are by far the most valuable to society because as teachers they nurture and they groom the next generation of learners to become leaders and you could say contributors in their industry, and as for doctors they are needed when it comes to taking care of the physical and mental well-being of people in society. So, in my opinion,
mm,
teachers and doctors are arguably the most valuable into society. So, like this, you don't have to kind of like your answers. Just keep it simple. You don't have to kind of keep on going way like over because you only have 5 minutes to talk about in discussion. There's like a lot of questions that you have to face when answering these questions. All right, and lastly,
mm.
at what age should people be allowed to retire?
No one. It's not boundary to retire a particular age. Everybody have should uh, uh, it's depend on the situations. Um, for example, the doctor or a teacher when he uh, when he is retired from this job, after that he doing uh, uh, he or she doing the same job from the another perspective or another place, like a teachers has a maintain rules and law on his country law. So when you get when you have 40 45 or 55, Dada, what
Um, the age for retirement,
retirement?
I think it's 55 or 60. I'm not sure. Like somewhere around that age. When you answer it,
Okay.
just keep like just keep it general. Like so. The question is this: should people be allowed to retire? Like at what age? You can just say there shouldn't be a restriction on when people should be allowed to retire. It depends from person to person, and it mostly comes down to how long can a person serve physically and mentally. That's what it should come down to. So as long as they're able to serve physically and mentally, they should be allowed to like work. if they wish to do so. So there should not be any set, like you could say, restrictions or limitations on someone's retirement age, like that. All right. So yeah, the answers are
Yeah,
making a bit too complicated.
I am
Regular.
suffering during during our class.
Yeah. So
Dada,
your so
I
কি হচ্ছে,
am
like you're
suffering
making the answers too complicated.
during our class. I'm
Yeah.
not.
The answers, like just keep it simple. You are overthinking and complicating the answers. So answers gulo just easy rakho, like keep it simple. uh, I would recommend just 2 to 3 sentences for your answers যেগুলো, like এত বেশি বলার দরকার নাই, because you'll have to face several questions, আর the examiner doesn't have that much time, ওর এত সময় নাই শুনতে আর কি. So just keep it to the point. মানে অফ টপিক গেলে, মানে এটা হ্যান্ড ওটা বললে, লাইক the examiner will lose interest.
Mm,
যেগুলো just keep it to like যে প্রশ্নটা আছে ওইটা নিয়ে কথা বলো, keep it to the point. অফ টপিক গেলে মানে এটা নিয়ে ওইটা নিয়ে যে যে রিলেশনটা, এটা এটা হবে না, লাইক কোয়েশ্চেনটা কি ছিল ওইটা নিয়ে উত্তরটা দিয়ে দাও, জাস্ট লাইক দ্যাটস ইট. ইউর গোয়িং টু অফ টপিক, আর আনসারগুলো লাইক একটু কমপ্লিকেটেড হয়ে যাচ্ছে.
yeah. Yes.
Because as I mentioned at the start, this part of the speaking test is just 4 to 5 minutes, আর আমরা এখানে লাইক প্রায় 1 ঘন্টা সময় চলে গেছে. So it's not supposed to be that. Even if you're practicing, our নিজের practice করলে it should be at least, I think, at max 20 minutes. নিজে আর কি. So the answers you're giving, মানে off topic, এখান থেকে ওইটা ওইখান থেকে ওইটা, সে হবে না. What's the question? First thing is that you have to understand the question. Question গুলো আগে বুঝো, then give the answer. Uh, আজকে সো দ্য ফিডব্যাক আল গিভ ইজ, আজকে যে কোয়েশ্চেন দিছিলা যে উত্তরগুলো, এটা কিন্তু প্রশ্নতে মিলে নাই, মানে দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন ইজ সামথিং, ইজ উত্তরটা দিচ্ছে আর একটা কিছু একটা. সো এভাবে সো ইউ ফার্স্ট যে যে প্রশ্নটা আছে, ফার্স্ট আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড দ্য প্রশ্ন প্রপারলি, দেন গিভ দ্য আনসার. সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই. So
Yeah,
in this,
I got it.
the discussion part, you're struggling. The first part, যেটা হচ্ছে যে personal questions, like family, hometown. In that section, you did pretty well. মোটামুটি ভালো ছিল. But when it comes to discussion, general answers বা general topic এখানে কিন্তু you're struggling a lot. মানে কিভাবে উত্তর যে দিব, মানে ওটা বুঝতে পারতেছ না. So we'll have to work on this.
Mm,
এই discussion partটা. Because as I keep saying, এটা তোমার, it's not for you, মানে answer তোমার জন্য না, এটা হচ্ছে কি, মানে world wide answer. একটা general answer দিতে হবে আর কি, যেগুলো
mm,
যেটা তুমি মানে বাস্তবে দেখতে পারতেছো বা দেখা যাচ্ছে. So based on that.
yes.
So it's not more about your feelings, it's more about যেটা হলো যে reality, যেটা বাস্তবে হচ্ছে. So এটা দেখে, like give like a logical answer, but on a general level, general answer logically. জি. The first and second topic ওটা একটু personal, ওটা ওটা নিজের ব্যাপার নিয়ে, but this part is discussion. এটা so that's why in this part
Yeah.
কোয়েশ্চেনটাকে বোঝাতে খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট হয়. You can't make it about yourself, এটা হবে যে জেনারেল হবে. So keep that in mind. All right. Yep. So I
Okay.
think there's a lot to work on in this third part of the speaking test. অনেক কিছু improve করতে হবে. You have to make it, kind of think it from a broader perspective. Our answers গুলো stick to the question. মানে কোয়েশ্চেনের বাইরে চলে যাও না, লাইক এই যে এটা রিলেশন ওটা রিলেশন, নট লাইক দ্যাট. জাস্ট আনসার দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন, ওইটাই.
Dada, can you give some link about these um, questions? Maybe
Uh,
three steps
part three.
or
Okay, I will.
three,
I will send
part three.
send. So let me check this out.
Please send on the WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, okay, let's see. Okay, I'll send you this one. Let's see. Hopefully this helps you. Copy and then paste. So search on Google as well. This is it's a site that I've sent you. But এটাও check করতে পারো. You can search success like this. Like example, IELTS IELTS speaking, part three, advice and tips. Okay. So মানে এটা search করো. This is one site that I've sent you, but তুমি চাইলে আরো দেখতে পারো, রাইট? সো আইএলটিএস স্পিকিং পার্ট 3 অ্যাডভাইস এন্ড টিপস গুগল সার্চ করলে ওটা চলে আসবে। দিস আইটিপি ইটস অ্যান অফিশিয়াল, ইউ ক্যান সে আইএলটিএস সেন্টার। সো এটাতে দেখলে কিছু বুঝতে পারবে, অলরাইট? um okay, then for today, just take rest and
Yeah.
reset. Yep. But so today's the advice যেটা আমি দিছি also kind of incorporate that, এটা কাজে লাগা। Okay, so your তুমি বেশি অফ টপিক চলে যাও বা যে আনসার অনেক ওটা করে দিয়ে দাও, স্টিক টু দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন, উত্তরটা ওইভাবে দিয়ে দাও। ওকে, অলরাইট দেন, ফর নাও যেগুলো, গুড নাইট, টেক কেয়ার, আর আবার নেক্সট ক্লাস দেখা হবে, লাইক whenever you're free.
Okay, Dada. So today is no more.
Yeah, today's
We
session,
will
like
see as soon as possible.
whenever you're free for the next session, we'll have that.
Yeah. So thank you, Dada.
Yep, not a
Good night.
problem. Good night, and I shall see you in the next session.